Hello everyone, I'm Sam and welcome back to Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. Last time, we met up with a woman who was the only witness to a grisly murder, and we also got the neuroplasticity calibrator installed. Most importantly, we also met up with the reincarnation of Eliza Cassan, or maybe not the reincarnation, but the original Eliza Cassan. Just trying to track this. Second floor. And we took her memory disk and uploaded it so that she would be free from Everett's pursuit. Johnny Gunn, huh? You're wanted for murder.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Okay, look.
The dead one. The one whose body they found torn apart by some animal.
She has a name, you know. Angie to those who knew her, Angela to you.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
Let's get down to it. What's your alibi?
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie, doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
Okay, dude, you're not making this easy.
I think you're a legitimate suspect. Unless you cooperate and offer some good answers. I think a jury may see it that way too.
Jury? You think hogs get juries in this city? I think that's fucking hilarious. Write that in your little report. Johnny finds me fucking hilarious.
I don't write reports.
Well, take note of this anyway. I wouldn't hurt Angela. And I don't want to know anything about her murder or the investigation.
Why not?
Because if I knew who did it, I might be tempted to kill them. And I don't do that anymore.
I still need to know where you were.
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
Look, that's not a very good alibi.
You sure you didn't go anywhere tonight?
I went to the bathroom. Twice.
Okay, let's ask about Angela.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
No, I don't know. On the one hand, I feel like this is just how Johnny copes, but on the other, he's not really being helpful at all.
You could still show some respect for the dead.
You've misinterpreted something. Angie's not the one I mean to be disrespectful to. You are. How I react to my ex-wife murder in front of you, the man accusing me of it, and how I react later when I'm alone, are two different things.
So the moment I leave, you're gonna start grieving, is that it?
Maybe. It's between me and Angela.
You know, you're being a jerk, but that is fair enough.
Anything else come to mind about Angela?
At night, her hair used to get in my nose and make it itchy. It was annoying, but nice. Made me feel human.
Okay, how about Bell Tower?
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
Let's just go ahead and be direct.
I've gone up against them before. Seen a lot of them die.
Yeah, well, guess that makes two of us. I was in New South Wales. I saw my share of dead.
Australia. You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want.
I didn't choose to be augmented either. Not when it first happened.
Apparently we're supposed to be grateful. Alloy's so much better than skin, right? At least, that's how they sold it to me.
For some things it is. Not for everything.
I can walk through fire, but sand won't stick between my toes. I can shove a knife through my hand, but I can't trust what I feel. Even my dreams are made of alloy.
Both of your hands are made of alloy?
Fingers are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. What you have is so much greater.
And then they told me what they wanted me to do, and what would happen to me if I didn't. Well, let me tell you something. That's not me anymore. Hasn't been for a very long time.
They found a partial print on Angela's neck. Belongs to whoever strangled her.
My hands were designed to kill in wars no one's ever heard of. I couldn't leave a trace on someone's skin, even if I wanted to.
They did it so you could kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
You know, Johnny, I don't think that you did it. I just think that, like me, you never asked for this. It's probably wrong to just write him out completely, though. But let's keep sympathizing with him. He seems to open up more.
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone.
Well, good enough. Looks like this quest will continue back on the other side of town. But I feel like the alloy hands thing, you know, the fact that Johnny couldn't have possibly left that partial print on Angela's neck, puts him in the clear, and we need to be looking for someone else. But before we do that, it would probably be smart to check in with Miller. We've kept him waiting for, you know, the better part of an hour. Let's just quick save real quick. These conversations can sometimes crash the game.
You better have a good reason for digging around in Mac's Dubai investigation. I thought we'd agreed that...
Ark is being set up. Someone wants us looking the other way, chasing the obvious target while they prepare their next attack.
What? What are you talking about?
Come on, Miller, it's too neat. You know as well as I do that Ark didn't hit us in Dubai.
Is that so? Who's this someone then, huh? More blank pages? More ghosts? Like the ones you say took out Rucker?
I don't know who they are, not yet, but I know where they are. I've traced them to an old bell tower facility in the Swiss Alps.
Bell Tower? They're just a bad memory. All their assets were sold off more than a year ago.
And I'm sure if we look closely at some of the buyers, we'd be staring at a tangle of untraceable shell companies.
You're throwing a lot of assumptions around here. What we need is evidence, Jensen. I told you. Did you even meet with Fletcher? Did you look into the evidence you found at the train station like you said you would?
Let's not disclose that we chose to rob the bank rather than pursue our own assigned task. Let's just be direct.
It was a dead end, just like Rucker. Look, the people orchestrating these attacks don't make mistakes. Whatever evidence there is to find, it's there because they want us to find it, to keep us off their trail. You need to start trusting me here.
By allowing you to pursue your own agenda? I don't think so, Agent. This bell tower facility. How the hell did you find it?
We're gonna get interrupted if we do that. let's be honest here.
I reached out to someone, a contact from my Seraph days. He's very good at unearthing the kinds of information people try to keep hidden. I told him what happened in Dubai, gave him access to the information I learned while investigating Ark. He did the rest.
Fuck, Jensen.
Do you trust this guy?
In this instance, yes.
Now is a bad time to be going off book. Word of Rucker's death is spreading, and riots are breaking out all over Gollum. If state police can't contain them, we're gonna have a major problem on our hands. I can't afford to send the strike team in on a wild goose chase right now.
I'm not asking you to send the team, send me. Me and Chicane.
Come again.
We do a flyby, check it out from the air. If it's clear, I slip in, take a look around, and we find out if my theory is correct.
And if you're mistaken?
Then we focus back on Ark. And I'll never disobey another order again.
Right.
Chicane, you got enough fuel to reach the Alps?
We'll get there, if that's where we're going.
Do it. But I stay in the loop. No more rogue agent shit. Copy?
Solid copy.
All right. Good luck.
You'll never disobey another order again. Shit, I can already see your nose growing.
I'm not wrong about this. I know that facility has answers. What, are you doubting me too?
I think Miller smells a bit of bullshit on it, but it's good enough to get me moving. You ready to light out?
Not yet.
Not quite. Let me take care of some things first.
You know where I'll be.
I'm pretty sure that if we start the next mission that we will end up getting locked out of finishing some of these side quests. And I would really like to finish this Harvester side quest before we do that. So let's just take the metro over to the other side of Prague and keep going with that. At this point in the game, I think it's pretty clear that Miller is actually the right man in the wrong place, right? He's someone who has a very clear sense of justice, dedication to his duty, loyalty to authority in his country, both for good or ill. And deep down, he wants to do the right thing. He hates the idea of going against orders, going off the record, going, under the table. And I think Adam can respect that about him. It's also why I personally don't think that Miller is directly connected to the Illuminati. If anything, the fact that Delara is present in his TF-29 branch is probably an indicator that the Illuminati are keeping eyes on Miller as well as Adam. Chicane is another matter entirely, but we'll learn more about Chicane in the Garm facility once we start digging into some of those emails. Like I said, this is definitely my favorite part of the game. It just feels very well put together. The gameplay's excellent, the story is actually pretty interesting, and the choices are meaningful. I particularly like getting put on the spot by Miller and having to either lie to his face or be honest with how you've disobeyed direct orders. But our current goal is tracking down this killer.
I'm watching.
Even though I like this part of the game, where the quests are placed relative to the main story missions is kind of a problem.
Scared to leave my home.
After all, if Adam is, as dedicated to the pursuit of the Illuminati as he is in that previous cutscene, then he definitely wouldn't be messing around with a side job like this. Maybe we need to check in with Montag? Yeah.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Let's talk to him
I
about
have
the
some
case.
questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
Interesting. I wonder if that means that Montag is willing to arrest Johnny Gunn, even if he can't capture the real killer, just because he knows that Gunn deserves to be arrested.
People hold a hell of a grudge against Augs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? Aug or no Aug.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
You know, his argument is a little apologetic, but he's actually got a point. A surprisingly cohesive one, too.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an Aug, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, Montag, I like you.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
So let's ask him, does he have any other suspects?
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Okay, how does she feel about Johnny Gunn?
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Okay, well, how about the witness?
Were you able to get anything out of the witness? Sounded like she might have seen something.
Who? Little Miss Mousy? I was under the impression Daria was your domain. Apparently, I'm not good enough to talk to.
Okay, what about the MO?
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
Okay, let's talk about some of the evidence that we found.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an aug. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pause shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
Okay, what about the marks?
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the aug removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and aug removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
Sounds like somewhere to go.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh. A fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
Okay, what about the crime scene?
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the aug riots, anti-aug riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
Those files being at the police station means that the EMP grenade might also come from there.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
And the ID.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, aren't you supposed to be asking questions, Montag? You're a cop. A detective, for God's sake.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
You know, we're missing some info.
Actually, there's something I need to check first. I don't want to accuse the wrong man.
Don't overthink it.
Let's go ahead and back out for now. So where we need to go next is actually to the police station. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, make my way over there, and we will rejoin in the other side of town. So as always, I'm Sam. This has been Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and I hope to see you next time. Until then.